Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'll be analyzing some few pairs, that is CADCHF, CADCHF, USDN and NASDAQ or US 100. Okay, AUD CAD is the trade that I'm currently active in, and as you can see from the pattern, I waited for the third touch, but it broke. The third touch was so impulsive, so there was no any entry for a sell, so I waited for the push back down, and then I entered after the breakout of the first correction. Okay, so my first target is here, but my overall target is down here. Okay, because this is a 4-hour chart, so it looks nice actually, because I'm looking at 450 pips. This will be a nice trade. I'm currently active in it, so if it breaks this low here, because it is a potential area for maybe a reversal. If it breaks this low, I'll look for another entry or on a correction and add to my position. Okay, currently I'm at break even, so I'm running at no risk trade. Okay, so let's see CAD. Okay, we'll start from the daily chart as usual. Okay, from the daily chart, as you can see, this was an impulse. We made a deep correction. We made again a small impulsive move to the upside and another correction. Okay, so currently I'm seeing a very big green candles, of which it's indicating that the correction has already ended. Okay, so I can let's draw this pattern over here. Okay, so let's see first touch, second touch. Okay, I can draw this one here and here. Okay, so let's go deep so that we have a clear structure. Oh, I remember this pair last week. I gave it out actually on my Telegram channel for free, and if you did capitalize on it, then congrats. As you can see, we took this trade from up here, and then we were taken out around these areas, because as you can see, the price made a descending channel over here, indicating that it will be pushing up pretty soon. Okay, we didn't know if we didn't know it will push this impulsive, because we were expecting just a correction for a continuation, but as you can see, the price went and broke to the upside. Okay, and from this one I can now see another pattern which has formed, which is an expanding channel to the upside, this one, and currently we are on the third touch. Okay, currently on the third touch, and this one is actually, it's just ready to go. If you are a risk entry trader, you should be in this trade already. Okay, but if you want to play safe, you'll have to wait for a bit of a push down, then wait for the correction for the continuation. Okay, if you will get this correction, then we'll enter this trade, because it looks good. It was meant to go down. Okay, we were to go down from the previous structure, but it pushed much higher, so meaning we have another chance to re-enter again. Okay, so if we get a correction over here, we'll take this trade to the downside up to the 90% rule, and probably even further down, because this correction is becoming, I can see a very big correction here, which is an expanding channel. So I'm expecting this to go up to, it can even touch this low to give us a double bottom. If it gives us a double bottom, it will be a very nice one. Okay, so that's it for CAD. Looks really good, and it's actually ready. This one, when the market opens, if you are a risk trader like me, you can just enter this market. Okay, or you can just wait for 15 minutes correction, just a small correction here, and you enter the trade, because the risk will be so small. Okay, Nice. Now let's go to CADCHF. CADCHF. Let's see. CADCHF, I see it made an impulse, and this one is a big correction. Okay, you can see a very big correction over here. Yeah, all of this is a correction after this impulsive move. Okay, and it moves almost similar to CADCHF. As you can see, the way it moves is just close similar to CADCHF. So the overall structure is corrective, but let's dive in to see if we can get a clear pattern that we can take advantage on. Okay, now from 4 we have this complicated correction over here. As you can see, all of this is correction of a bigger time frame, but when we go deep into the lower time frame, we can see that there are also some some impulsive moves and some small correction within them. Okay, so as you can see, this was impulse correction. Let's see if this one is a continuation or is still going down further down to the downside, because maybe this bigger correction has not yet finished. Okay, so from here, let's see, I can come up with this pattern over here. Okay, you can see a potential pattern over here which looks solid actually. Yeah, this pattern looks good. This pattern looks good. We have a key area there and a key area there for 90% target. And the way market is moving currently, I can see some ascending type of channel here. Okay, let me just get rid of this for a moment. You can see this move here. So this lower line, it's still valid, because this one might come down up to the 90% and bounce back up again. Okay, so the pattern the price will still be in our pattern, but it has just not given us the second touch to the downside. Okay, so let's just get rid of this for now and we focus here. As you can see, we have our first touch, second touch, or third touch. Look what's happening to the third touch. We're having some inverted hammer here, and it has a very long wick. So this one is an inverted hammer, which shows price is about to make a reverse. Okay, so if you go to the 1 hour time frame, yeah, this one is clearly going down, and all we have to do right now is just wait for a good correction for an entry, and our target will be in these areas. But first you need to mark the levels. You need to watch out for these levels, because price might bounce. Okay, so if you can get this push to continue further downside and we get a good correction here, then we'll take it to the downside. Okay, this pattern looks so clean that Monday, this week is going to be a good one. Just enter after that breakout. You set your order over there. Okay, this one will have a very nice stop loss. The entry is nice. So your first target will be here, second target here, third target here. Okay, as you can see, this structure is so clean, man. This structure is so clean. We are looking at 130 pips over here. Okay, yeah, so let's see how this week goes with this one, but it looks really good. Next, let's go to USD yen or USDJPY. USDJPY made some funny moves, but finally it's coming to forming something clear that we can understand. As you can see, this area over here caught many people on the wrong side. This area caught many people on the wrong side, especially the scalpers. They were really taken out many times last week. The last 2 weeks actually, the price has been moving so funny in USDJPY. But finally, right now, I can see a good price action over here. Okay, so I can see this pattern. First touch, second touch, potential third touch up there. Okay, there's a potential third touch we are waiting for, and we have our lower line like that. As you can see, there was an entry here for a sell. Well, as you can see, this third touch sold but did not break up to the 90% and went back up. Okay, so this one was a quick scalp one, but the overall one, as you can see, the overall is still pushing to the upside for that third touch. If you can get this third touch, it will be a really good trade, because let's have an inner pattern over here also. So it can break out in two possible areas. As you can see, this is the third touch from the inner pattern. If we can get a push down from here and a correction, we'll take this one, because it doesn't always have to reach to that bigger one, that bigger pattern. If we can get this push and we get a correction over here, we can take it to the downside. Or if it starts pushing correctively to the upside to give us that third touch, then I'll enter this with a risk entry and also add position on the safe entry. Okay, so I'll be looking for this ascending channel to take a risk entry at the top, and then probably add position on the safe entry, which is after the impulse, then the correction. Okay, this one also looks nice because the potential target has very nice reward, as you can see. For the purpose of being safe, you'll just have to wait for this tight correction of 15-minute chart. Okay, you should not have more than 50 pips stop loss. Okay, just for good risk management, you should not have stop loss of over 50 pips. Okay, so these are also a nice setup that we look forward to it this week. Hopefully it will bring some good profits. Looks really nice actually. Now let's finish up with NASDAQ. Okay, as you can see, NASDAQ currently has been moving in the downside with an ascending type of nature. Okay, and I can see from the recent higher lows and lower lows, I can see this pattern over here. We focus on recent key points. Okay, so this is what I see: an ascending channel, first touch, second touch, but we don't have the second touch to the upside, so there is higher chance of this price pushing up, then we finally go down to the third touch before getting back up again. Okay, so let's just use this for now because we don't have the second touch of the upside. Okay, and you can see another pattern inside here. You can see a pattern here. It's like an expanding type of nature. Okay, you can see first touch, second touch, so we are hoping for that third touch, which will give us the second touch of this bigger pattern. Okay, if it gives us that second touch for the bigger pattern, then we'll take it to the downside, but still we can still capitalize on this smaller pattern over here. Okay, so let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, this one actually looks good. This one looks good. As you can see, we were in this downtrend which has been broken, and this one is like a correction. Okay, this one is like a correction over here. As you can see, first touch, second touch, we are in the third touch currently. So I'll be looking to take this one to the upside when the market opens, because this one is ready. This one is so ready. Or you can just wait for that clear push to the upside. Wait for that 15-minute correction, and then we take it to the upside. Okay, because NASDAQ has good profits and you can't just sit down and watch these profits go. Okay, so we'll take this entry probably from down here from the third touch. Okay, NASDAQ moves a lot of pips, so be careful with your stop loss. Okay, so from this smaller pattern we can take this up to this target here. That will be our first target. Our first target is here from the smaller pattern here. This will be our first target. This will be our second target. And now the overall target will be where it will give us some ascending type of nature, indicating that we will be going down again, because this one is, it will be the third touch of this bigger pattern. Okay, so this one we have so many trades in NASDAQ, actually so many trades in NASDAQ, because once we get here for the third touch, we will be having third touch also, second touch for this bigger one, which we will enter again for the sell to the downside. Once we get the sell to the downside, we wait for the third touch of this one, and then we get a buy again. This one will be now the long-term buy to the upside. Okay, these ones are just short-term moves, but when we reach this third touch, we will have a long-term trade over here to capitalize on. Okay, so that's it for this week, guys. The setups are very clean, so I'm hoping we will make some good profits out of these setups. The setups are so clean this week, very clean. Okay, setups look so solid. Okay, that's it, guys. See you on the next one.